And just like with the legs, what we want to do is select on all of the bones inside of that bone chain, inside of that joint, and we can go through and select on those. And we can Control Shift and add to the selection with the spider. And then we're going to go up to our skinning option and click on the bind skin. That's going to set it up. We can double check to make sure that our bones, our joints are actually attached with the bind skin. There we go. We can notice that as we bend it, we get a little bit more bend, something that's more organic rather than mechanical. So we do want to adjust the weighting on that. The next thing that we want to do is go and hide the bone that's right here, because we're going to use a selection process where that gets in the way. So I'm just going to select on my joints. I'm going to go up to my layers and let's create a layer from selected. Let's double click on it and name this one our body bones. And I'm just going to hide that one for right now. Okay, so we've got the spider ready. The next thing we can do is go up to our skin weights tool, and what we want to do is weight the front and the back with the spider. So the first joint is at the head, the second joint is at the middle that controls the back of it, and the third joint back here is just the end one. So let's go ahead and select on this one. Let's click on Select Geometry so that we can see what we've got going on, and we can tell that we've got that nice little gray area in between where it's soft, and that's what we want to harden up some. So I'm going to go over to my select, and with my select I'm just going to select on the back end of this guy, the part that we want, just left click and drag all the way out. You can see that we've got it just all around that edge loop right in there. And with that, I'm going to go in, select on the joint, and let's go into our paint mode, and then let's go into our flood, and we're just going to flood that. Now this one is actually the one we want white, so let's take our value, bump it up, there we go, and then we want to invert that, so let's go ahead and select on, back to our select mode, there we go. Let's select on all the other stuff on that side. And then back to our joint, back into our paint, and let's take this value all the way down to 0, flood that one, and that way we've got that separation, clear separation between the front and the back. If I go into the joint 11, you can see that it's got the same separation because we've assigned them out and removed them from the others. So this is nice and simple, very clear. It gives us control and it gives us a bending point right in here. So let's double check our joint and see how that looks. I'm just going to select, we're going to show our bones, select on our bone, and let's see. So this one's going to of course control everything through there, and then this one we get a nice little bend, nothing too extreme, and just a little pull. But that's going to work just fine because most of the movement that's going to happen back here is going to be very subtle. Alright, so that gets us ready with the body. The next thing that we want to focus on will be our legs. And let's go ahead and show our legs. Give us an idea of what we're about to get into. Alright, so with the body prepped and ready and the legs all prepped and ready, the next thing we're going to do, we'll do it next, we're going to make the connection between the legs to the body with a little controller, and then he will be set up and ready for some animations. So we'll finish that off next.